Good day everyone, I am Aisa Bunsalagan, your first facilitator for Module 7. And in this video, I will be talking about the 7 things to consider before assessing your students. We all know that grades are contentious. It is a thing that is likely to cause an argument, especially between parents and teachers. As you may notice, parents always complain about their child's grades every time there's a report card distribution. And most of their complaints are something like the teacher did not explain the lesson well, or the teacher did not accept a project submitted an hour or so after the deadline, or perhaps grade should be higher and not a failing one. But we cannot blame them and even their child for being grade conscious because we live in a world that still puts emphasis on grades until now. Diba, when you enroll in a college course, you should meet the minimum grade point average. And when you apply for and enjoy a scholarship grant, you also need to reach and maintain a specific grade. Also, when you apply for a job, you have to show your TOR because grades are always a factor and the thing that employers always ask. Hence, grades are indeed important, but the competency that grades should reflect is also as important. So for students to get good grades that reflect competencies, teachers should discuss the criteria and the grading system prior to the assessment and then explain the test results once done reviewing them. Now, here are the 7 things to discuss with your students before giving an assessment according to Boboski. First is to explain where the test fits in the bigger picture. Any given test or assessment is just one piece of the student's overall progress. This one test on one day is not the sole measure of their potential or future. A better understanding of this context will help them understand how it all fits together. Second is to share how test results will somehow affect their overall class grade because students are often unaware of why teachers give them tests or why they need data for grade computation. So ask yourself first, are you using it to establish a grade, set an individual or class goal, or perhaps for placement purposes? You must share this information with your students before the test so that they clearly understand what the test score will mean to them. Third is to preempt questions about what their data will look like and who will be seeing it. Depending on the age of your students, you should consider sharing with them the results they will receive and the data their parents will see about their grades. Fourth is to take the fear out of the testing jargon. Words like evaluate, criteria, evidence, and scores can be scary for some students. While they may seem obvious and interchangeable to you as a teacher, it can help students if you explain these terms to them and set their minds at ease. Fifth is to clarify the testing environment. Some students are less familiar with testing and how testing schedules can interrupt a given week, so you have to provide them with a better clarification to help alleviate their stress. Let them know if it will be a one-day test or if it will happen for days. Also, provide them an insight into breaks, whether they can use the restrooms and what they should bring on testing days. Sixth is to make any transition to computers or tablets easy. If there is a computer lab used as part of the testing process, be sure students know where the lab is, how the computer will be used as part of the test, and how to log in. The last but not the least is to provide the dates of the following assessment. When you explain growth over time to students, it helps to share a basic schedule of how assessments will be administered. That's why let them understand when the next one will occur and whether it will be similar to the one they are preparing for. That would be the end of my discussion. Thank you so much for listening.